Hello everyone. In this video, we're going to learn how to do exponential function in word problems. Alright, so given a table right here, we need to determine if the table represents the exponential functions. So in order to do that, we need to find the chain in S and chain in Y. Okay. So in order to get 1 from 0, we're going to add 1. And then the next one, in order to get 2 from 1, add 1. In order to get 3 from 1, we're going to add 1. And then 4 from 3, we're going to add 1. Okay. Now, next one. In order to get 110 from 100, right, we're going to multiply by 1.1. Right. In order to get 122 from 110, we're going to multiply by 1.1, roughly 1.1. And then this one, roughly 1.1. Alright, and we see that every single time we multiply by the same number, right? This equal constant ratio. Okay, this equal constant ratio. Alright, the constant ratio. Now, recall the exponential function is going to be a y equal a times b, right, to the s right here. Okay, a right here is called the y-intercept. R, initial value, right? Initial value. Y-intercept or initial value. Y-intercept is where s equals 0. Okay, so whenever we see s equals 0, that's the y-intercept. So here's the y-intercept right here. Okay, because s equals 0. Okay, b is a constant ratio, which is, we got it right here. Okay, 1.1. All right, and we just substitute. All right, you into this equation and we get the answer. Now, question number 1, determine if the table represents the exponential function. Yeah, as I told you before, because every single time we're gonna multiply by 1.1, and this is the same number, and it's called constant ratio, and this is yes, right? So let's see, the answer should be yes. Now, next one, what is exponential model for this data? Okay, so y equal a times b by s, but a equal 100. Okay, so you have 100 parentheses. All right, b equal 1.1. All right, right to the s. Okay, now we're gonna bring up the calculator. We're gonna check to see if we do right or wrong. Okay, all right, so let's see. We have the table right here. Now, first you need to hit start, edit. Okay, all right, go to L1 right here. We input the data 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we got it. All right, and then go to L2. It should be 100, 110, 122, 135, and 147. Okay, and I got it right here. Now you hit start again. Go to count. Okay, now you need to scroll all the way down until you see 0. 0 right here. This is represent exponential function. Okay, you hit enter. All right, now you go to store right here, store red right here. You hit vars, y vars function, and then y1. All right, now you hit calculate, enter, and this is your answer. And you see that a roughly 100 and b roughly 1.1. Okay, now next one you hit graph, and you see this is exponential function. Okay, all right, so that's pretty good, right? So we leave it right here. Now, question number 3. What are the real world? Okay, so here's really important information. Real world. Okay, so which means it's realistic domain and range of this function. Okay, it's not always negative infinitive to positive infinitive in real world problem. Okay, it must be realistic. Okay, so look, we look at the graph. Okay, where's the graph right here? Okay, we look at the graph. All right, so you see that The blue line right here is the graph, right? Now, I need to copy the graph over here so that you can see it. Okay, I put it right here. All right. Okay, so this is exponential function. Now, guys, so look at this one. All right, domain. We talk about the s value. Okay, so look at the s-axis only. Okay, so you see that. Now you just draw a line, vertical line. You see that vertical line. As long as the line still intersect the graph. Okay, and you see that the blue lines keep going up right here, and it tends to the right. Okay, and it keep going like that. Okay, let me draw it, and you will understand it. It keep going like this, and it tends to the right like this, like that. Okay, and then you draw a vertical line. You see that every single time you draw a vertical line, you see that the line intersect the graph at one point, and then at that point you find the corresponding s value right here, s value, s value, s value, s value, s value, s value, s value. You see that? All right. So you see that it goes from left to right, and if it's not the word problems, of course, the domain should be negative infinitive to positive infinitive. But right here, this is the word problem, and you need to read the question carefully. You see that the number of weeks right here, number of weeks right here, it should be positive number, right? The number of weeks cannot be negative number, and the smallest number right here should be 0, and it's all the way to the right. You see that? All right. You see that? It should be from 0 all the way to the right. And you see that 0 right here. Alright, this is 0 all the way to the right. You see that? So domain should be s greater than or equal to 0. You see that? So domain should be s greater than or 0. Okay? So this is for domain. Domain. Now, we're going to talk about the range. Okay? When you need to find the range, you need to look at the y-axis. Okay, look at the y-axis. Now you look at this, the graph right here again. The graph always above the s-axis. All right. So if it's not a word problem, all right, the range should be y greater than 0. But in this problem right here, you need to be careful. Okay, look at this one. Look at this one. Let me erase this one so you can see it. Now, the range, so basically you just draw a horizontal line, okay, like this, all right? Every single time you draw it and you see that the horizontal line intersect the x-axis, intersect the graph, sorry, intersect the graph, okay? So corresponding to this point right here, you get the y value right here. Corresponding to this point right here, you get the y value right here. But this guy right here, right, this point right here, not the range. Why? Because you see that the y-intercept right here, this is y-intercept, okay, and then y-intercept is the initial value. You see that? So must be from 100 all the way up, because if it's lower than this one, you see that? If it's lower than this one, for example, this is 100, right? For example, this is 90, and then corresponding to 90 right here, okay, you see the point right here, and you project down to the x-axis, all right, and you get the dot. Okay, so it should be from 100 all the way up, okay, 100 all the way up like this, because right here you can draw a line, okay, you can draw a horizontal line right here. You see that every single time the line intersect the graphs at one point, corresponding to this point, you get the corresponding at range value right here. You see that? You see that? Okay. So the range y should be greater than or equal initial value, which is greater than 100. Okay. Okay. So that's pretty good, right? Using inequality. Now, number 4, use your equation to predict the number of bacteria at week 7. At week 7, okay. So let me bring up the calculator right here. You hit second choice. Now you need to find the y value when x equals 7. So you hit number 1 right here, value, all right, and you hit 7. s equals 7 right here. Look, s equals 7. Hit enter. Y equal 198. Okay, so roughly y equal 198. Okay, that's the number of bacteria at with 7 equal 198. Okay, next one, number 5. How long will it take for the number of bacteria to grow 400? Now, question 4, they give you s equals 7, and they ask you to solve for y. Number 5, they give you y equal 400, and they ask you to solve for s value equal how much. Okay, now, you have 3 different ways to do this one. The first way, okay, the first way, you're gonna hit second second graph right here. Okay, you go to the y value right here. You scroll down until you see 400. Okay, now you see that this is 9, so this is 393, and this is 433. So you look at these two numbers. You're gonna pick the numbers that's close to 400. So which is 393. Okay. So corresponding to 393, the s value should be 14.04. Okay. So s equal 14.04. So you just round it up. So it should be 14 weeks, like this, roughly 14 weeks. All right. You see that? Now, the second way to do this one, okay, you just go to the graph again, graph, okay, you hit trace right here, okay, and you hit the right arrows right here, okay, you just look at the y value right here until you see 400, okay, 400, I see that, 400, okay, 4386, 404 right here. Now you go back over here, you see that, this is 386, so it can be 14 away from 400. Now this is 404, which means 4 above, 4 units above 400. You see that? So we're gonna pick this one because this guy is close to 400. So it should be, it's roughly 14. You see that? Roughly 14. So that's pretty good. Now the third way, you're gonna use the algebra 2 concept, okay, which is we're gonna use logarithm, okay. We're gonna talk about that later, okay. Logarithm. So this is the third way. Now number 6, what is the y-intercept? Oh, y-intercept right here, right? A. So y-intercept A equal 100. And what does it mean in the context of the problem? Yes, this is initial value, right? Initial value. So this, yeah. Number 7, what are a and b in this function? Okay, a equal 100 and b equal 1.1. All right, what do a and b mean in this context? Okay, I just explained a in the question sheet. Now b would mean the growth factor. Okay, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. All right, thank you. Bye.